Balenciaga's holiday campaign was released. Children, shown holding Balenciaga's new line of handbags, fluffy teddy bear-shaped handbags, which are wearing leather BDSM harnesses and other bondage gear. Immediately, #CancelBalenciaga started trending. Public accusations spread like wildfire, mostly aimed at the brand's creative director. Balenciaga was accused of promoting pedophilia and behaving inappropriately towards child models, who would have had no idea what the outfits or the bears meant. Kim Kardashian, who is known for her relationship with Balenciaga, was under scrutiny immediately. Right after the scandal began, Kim K fans began tweeting and messaging the social media star, demanding that she acknowledge Balenciaga's fall from grace. Kim's silence was almost deafening for several days, until she finally released a heavily PR-influenced statement on social media. Now, this was undeniably bad. The press was terrible, and for a brand that outfits so many high-profile celebrities, accusations of pedophilia were unthinkable. However, it was about to get much worse with the release of their next ad campaign. Quote, "Children were taken advantage of in a shoot by pedophiles and sickos and weirdos. People are petitioning for Balenciaga to be cancelled." One of the pictures for Balenciaga's spring-summer collection featured a bag which was designed along with the popular sportswear brand Adidas. The bag was photographed on a desk atop a pile of paperwork. It was meant to give an office chic vibe, as if it was the sort of bag that an elite businesswoman might take to work. It all seemed normal until curious internet users zoomed in to read the writing on the paperwork underneath the bag. Clearly visible, a single piece of paper, a document from a Supreme Court ruling, United States v. Williams. What's unusual about this ruling, apart from the fact that it featured in a Balenciaga campaign at all, is that this particular ruling involved a federal protection that was available against child pornography. In fact, the case was about whether or not banning child pornography violated the right to freedom of speech. The phrase pornography or sex, as well as the phrase sexual depiction, can be clearly read. What's more, the small snippet of paper that is visible contains the word sexual 4 times. Even if it wasn't about child pornography, it's a completely bizarre thing to deliberately include in an advertisement for a handbag, let alone an advertisement by a brand that was already undergoing a pedophilia scandal. Even though the court document about child pornography was the most obviously disturbing part of the photo shoot, it wasn't the only one. A book by the painter Michael Boremans was also included. That might not sound sinister, but the David Zwirner Gallery, which displays some of Boremans' work, describes his paintings as containing depictions of, quote, toddlers engaged in playful but mysterious acts with sinister overtones and insinuations of violence. However, the brand did release a statement apologizing for any distress caused by the bondage gear teddy bears, as well as stating that the court document was included in error. Supposedly, all of the documents on the desk were rented props, and they were meant to be fake office-type paperwork. By some enormous human error, real court documents were used instead, and Balenciaga claimed that they did not notice until the images were published, despite the photo shoot taking place months before the backlash. For such a high-profile designer brand, this shows an astonishing lack of attention to detail. They're now blaming their set manager for including unsettling documents in their handbag campaign. Nothing on that set would be put there by accident, and everything would have to be pushed through their marketing department and approved a million times before anything was even produced. Balenciaga referred to the use of the Supreme Court document in the shoot as being, quote, the result of reckless negligence by the set designer, Nicolas Desjardins. On the 25th of November 2022, Balenciaga filed a lawsuit against the designer worth $25 million, claiming that the Supreme Court documents were included, quote, without Balenciaga's knowledge or authorization, and caused Balenciaga to be, quote, horrifically associated with the repulsive and deeply disturbing subject of the court decision. The set designer's lawyer responded to these allegations, stating that it wasn't the responsibility of the set designer to select images, and that Balenciaga's staff had been on the set throughout the entire shoot to oversee production. Gabriela Moussaïf, the agent for Nicolas Desjardins, accused Balenciaga of using the lawsuit to try and escape responsibility, saying that the brand was using Desjardins as a scapegoat. Quote, everyone from Balenciaga was on the shoot and was present on every shot and worked on the edit of every image in post-production. Gabriela Moussaïf. Like many critics of the Balenciaga campaign, campaign, Moussaïef seems to be implying that the brand deliberately included references to child pornography in their campaign. High fashion is all about controversy, but this is a thread that comes up over and over again. Celebrities such as Nicole Kidman, who featured in the Balenciaga spring campaign, haven't spoken on the scandal. A photo from the campaign is still up on Kidman's Instagram, and the comments section has been flooded with criticism, calling out Kidman for supporting Balenciaga, not speaking on the pedophilia allegations, and not deleting the photo. However, it's impossible to buy silence in response to a public ad campaign. From the moment Balenciaga approved the images and hit the publish button, the public response was out of their control. Despite Balenciaga calling this association horrific, it's worth noting that the controversial photos were not deleted. Actress Julia Fox, who has never been affiliated with Balenciaga, took to TikTok to give her opinion on the scandal.
I have zero relationship with the brand. I've never even been to one of their shows. Regardless, I think it's horrific, and when I was reading and watching all the videos, I literally felt sick to my stomach.
Non-celebrity Balenciaga customers were even more outspoken, not needing to worry about public reputation or brand contracts. In outrage, people began to protest by spraying graffiti onto Balenciaga stores, destroying Balenciaga items, and urging others to stop supporting the brand. But throwing away shoes, burning sweatshirts, and spray painting storefronts can't take away the immense amount of money that Balenciaga has gained from their controversial campaigns. With visits to the Balenciaga site spiking and the brand name trending on social media, it's more likely that this scandal will only increase Balenciaga's success, just like their other bizarre ad campaigns have done in the past. When Balenciaga releases their next campaign, they can be sure that viewers will be examining every detail for more hints of pedophilia and abuse of children. They'll be under a magnifying glass, and it's the brand's choice to either make their next campaign squeaky clean or lean into the controversy even more. Whether anything disturbing will slip through the cracks, overlooked by editors and forgotten by creative directors, is yet to be seen.